We love you so much, as we know that you also love us. That is why every day we try to invite, we try to visit and to meet a very wonderful person, so that we can have knowledge about the questions and the problems which the community is undergoing. NGOs, also associations like HRA, they many times use humanitarian people. Perhaps you can need to join us or to join other NGOs or associations which work like Hope Rising Action. That is why we want to explain you, to show you the way in which we can pass, so that we can have a deeper knowledge about what you are going to do in this community of Burundi. There are so many questions which people ask themselves about humanitarian action, like what is a humanitarian person, what is the role of humanitarian person in the community or in a society, what problems they undergo when they are doing their job. Also, you can ask yourself if the humanitarian person is needed in the community. Today, you are going to see the light about all questions you can ask yourself, so that we can deeper or we can go into such question. I am with a very wonderful team that you see beside me. I would like that they explain themselves so that we can know who they are. I begin in this guy. Can you help us to know who are you? What is your name? When did you study? What are you doing this time? Can you help us, please?
Yes, thank you very much. Emmanuel Ndashimiye, and I'm a bachelor in Health and Development Community at Martin Luther King University. In everyday life, I'm businessman. Thank you very much, and also to your invitation.
Thank you. Also, I am a very wonderful man. I would like that you know him. Can you help us know who you are? If you studied, you can help us know you did what and what are you doing nowadays?
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank you for the invitation, and I'm really pleased to be here sharing with you different ideas about humanity. And my name is Bartonayo D. Grant. I am a student in Bachelor at Bujumbura International University. Actually, I'm studying Business Administration and Management. And in daily life, sometimes I'm an entrepreneur, sometimes I'm a businessman. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much for your presentation. I believe that now our followers know who they are following. I remind you also that I am Sanet Bagirayesu, coordinator of Hope Rising Action, the association or the family which helps us to be here on this time. I believe that you know about Hope Rising Action. Mr. Grant, can you tell us what you know about our lovely family Hope Rising Action?
Yes, thank you. Just first of all, and I've heard HRA from the other side of my provinces where I come from. At the time you came with your friends just for some activities within gathering children. You were just trying to see how you can know more about them, to know what the difficulties, what problem they are having in their life and their society, and trying to know how you can help them. So from that moment, the curiosity arise inside of me, and then I thought about coming to you and ask. So one of your team members come to me and told me about the HRA and about all actions that you do, and then I get the idea of coming to you and ask you more about it. So that's the reason why I'm here, just to be talking more about HRA actions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Emmanuel. I believe that you know something about your Rising Action, the great family which is trying to help vulnerable people here in the Burundi society. can you help us know or to tell us what do you know about the Hope Rising Action? When did you know it, and from which place or from who you knew?
In our locality, I saw a team of members. Perhaps it was in the everyday activities that are helping children. Yeah, and that time I want to know what is about Hope Rising Action.
Then I explain.
And now I can say that that family is doing very well in our society, because help someone in a difficult situation, it is an important thing.
Thank you so much for your recognition. I think that there is other people who are in need of joining Hope Rising Action or other organization or association which is doing something good, like what Hope Rising Action is doing now. So, can you help us to know about what is the humanitarian person, so that someone who are in need of doing a humanitarian act can understand exactly what is a humanitarian people? Can you help us to have an idea about a humanitarian person?
Thank you for the question. First of all, I think being a humanitarian person refer to the action that you undertake in the society. So first of all, we have to understand humanitarian, that is two words. That is humanity. Humanity, there is also a person. So it is a society, it is a person in the society, which means there is something to do in the society. They have something to do. They are acting on solving problems of vulnerable people. They are trying to see how to tackle with different problems that people are encountering in their daily life, as well as hunger. They are fighting against hunger, they are fighting against corruption. They are just to see how they can make vulnerable people from one step to another steps. So I think when it comes to define a humanitarian person, is really a person who give himself and take time to help others without referring to this or that, or without any benefit from that society. He really much cares about people. Yes, that's what I think.
Thank you so much. If I try to understand you, you said so many things which are done with humanitarian person. But I would like to know, you said many things that a humanitarian person is someone who provides clothes or other materials things. I would like to know, to be a humanitarian person, it requires to have some means like money or other things to provide, or you can do just services to help others.
I think first of all you have to have that mentality, and you have to know that you have to contribute to the welfare of the community, and you need to understand that really a human being matters, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't require to be in a possession of material things as well as money or everything else. So what you have is to be just ready to do like a volunteer.
Yeah.
It's like a volunteerism, and be just ready in any case to help people in difficulty and help them to overcome hard situations. Yes.
Thank you so much. Emmanuel, about what you know, about what you think, what is the role of a humanitarian person? If someone wants to join us, what can you ask him to understand that he is coming to do?
Yeah, with humanitarian roles, I think that with this activity is to help first. If you have that heart, if you have a heart of helping someone when he is in a difficult situation, in this case, this person is making a role of a humanitarian person or action. Yeah. In a society, if you see someone making help to a person in disaster situation, now he is giving himself, I can say. So that in society, the role of a humanitarian person is very, very important and necessary. Thank you.
And there's another question which many people ask themselves about the payment of volunteers in humanitarian action. Are humanitarian action deserve to be paid always, or there are some activities which they offer by giving themselves freely, I can say? What do you think about the payment of volunteers in humanitarian action?
As I've said, being a humanitarian, it requires you just to have the willingness of helping others. So we should know also that yes, sometimes you should be a volunteer, but have a family. You have to feed your family first, and you have your children, you have your mother and brother and sister. Sometimes you may find yourself you are in a position where you are the one who must feed them. So in that case, I think sometimes if you are working for some organization, there is an amount of money that is fixed for volunteers, and it's not fixed as a salary. No, it's like something that will help them, because even them they need to respond to their needs. So they need to get a small amount of income just to help them move forward, just buy clothes, just buy food, things like that. So a humanitarian person, first of all, if you've said, okay, now I'm a humanitarian person, I need to do volunteerism, you don't think about salary. What you focus much more on is the well-being of the people that you're going to help, because it's all about helping. So you have to give all have to be able to help. You've got to have that heart of helping others, regardless the origin, regardless the ethical, without considering ethical ethnicity, without even considering the region, even the culture. So you are just there to help them move to another level of life. So I think I may conclude, when we're talking about volunteerism, when we're talking about a humanitarian person, we think we need to refer much more to people who are just there, ready to help, as people who started Red Cross did.
Yeah.
Just they make themselves ready just for on the purpose of making the world move from point A to point B. They are problem solvers. They come to bring back peace to people who really are just somehow discriminated, who are not considered in the society. They try to make them feel they are also a well-being, they deserve to be helped, so they deserve to live also their lives matters. So according to referring to that, I think it's all about that. So they don't deserve to be paid sometimes, because with them they understand they are there to help. even though you offer them some salary, they say a really volunteer, a person who really has the heart of helping, will say, okay, go back with your salary. I don't need the money because it's within me. It's part of my life. Helping people is part of my life. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Also, I want to remind the people who want to be a humanitarian that to be humanitarian doesn't require only about money. You can give your energy or you can give your money. Yeah, because the humanitarian action is the large area. Some give money, other give energy, other give the handiworks. It means that it is a great family. If someone needs to join in humanitarian action, he is welcome. But some people can ask themselves if there are problems which humanitarian people are undergoing. That is why I would like to ask you are there some problems, are there some traps or difficulties which are undergoing by a humanitarian person?
Yes, I think yes. When you are doing activity as a humanitarian person in society, some accept what you are doing and others perhaps refuse. Yeah, and also in doing humanitarian action, you can meet a problem about financial, for example, because you can, if you have that head to help someone, and you need money. You understand very well that it is a problem. You cannot do that act because you have no money. It's a problem. Or perhaps in administration, if administration don't know what you are doing, it is also difficult to do what you want to do. Yeah, I think in that case, humanitarian action must meet some problem.
We saw that there are so many things which humanitarian people need to do. Emmanuel told us some difficulties or problems which humanitarian people meet in their activities. Do you see also some difficulties which humanitarian people can meet in their act of helping the society?
Yes, I think yes, once something is becoming important, it has also its own challenges, as well as, you know, when it comes to just offering your help in the world. As you've said, yes, of course, there is we offer help differently. Some may offer finances, some may offer workforce, some may offer the energy, the effort, they may offer their brain to think about the needs and the wants of people around the globe, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when it comes to the humanitarian person, while exercising his activities, he may encounter different problems, like starting from in the neighborhood, he may be considered as a person who is not working to provide something for his family. He just caring much more about others, just whereas he would have started thinking about his own family first. So I think that's start from the neighborhood, with the way they consider them. Even your family may be a blockage when you start thinking about offering helps to the people in needs. They may say, you've decided to leave the family and go do volunteerism, work for people who will not even pay you, and that can affect you emotionally and psychologically. And sometimes if you're not engaged 100%, you may think about quitting.
Yeah, are there that certificate is something which can prevent someone to be a humanitarian person, or it is something which you can overcome very easily?
Yes, first of all, it's all about commitment.
Yeah.
Becoming a volunteer or becoming a humanitarian, it's a strong decision. So you need to set yourself a strong commitment and say, okay, I've taken my decision, and nobody's going to come and say, okay, this is not a good decision. You have to feel it first within yourself and say, okay, I've taken the right decision, and I'm not going to go back on it. And say, okay, I'm going to offer helps no matter what, you accept or not. Whether my family is for or against, I have to do it. So it's a personal engagement, and you have to decide whether you continue or give up. It's up to you to decide, depending on the commitment you give to yourself and the plan you've given to yourself, and say, in 5 years I need to be in this position, in 10 years I need to be in this position, and nobody will come to you and tell you have to plan your life like this. It's up to you to decide whether to become
a half-time or
yes,
total time in humanitarian action.
Yes.
We know that we are here in the society, we are exactly in Burundi. Do you think here in Burundi humanitarian person are needed, or humanitarian person which exists just now are enough? What do you think about such a situation?
Thank you for the question. In our country, we need humanitarian person, because in our locality you can see some children who are students. They stopped the activity of scholarship because they have no financial as materials or school fees. Another example, you can see that there are older person who need help. Otherwise, we can conclude that in our country we need humanitarian person. Thank you.
What I said is very true, because for example in humanitarian action we have so many activities that we are doing which require to have so many actors. For example, we work in agriculture, stock raising, healing the prey, feeding, health care. Also in one commune which we used to visit here in Burundi, we meet 370 children who are in need. It means that in our country you can meet so many children, so many vulnerable people which require to be helped. And if you don't have actors, it is not easy to achieve your goal. That is why we invite everyone who is in need to help, to support our activities, or to contribute to anything that he can have, such as energy, money, time, everything that can help us. It can be good for uprising action, especially for the community. We want to finish this talk. That is why I would like to show Minister Grant to what do you say, or what can you advise, or what is a call can you make so that other people can join our activities? They can join uprising action or other NGOs so that we change our community. We need you to recommend something to the society or to the young so that we can provide a good good agriculture. Any situation we can focus in our activities. Thank you.
So thank you for the question, and my contribution may arise from the important thing that my fellow friend here has been talking about. And I think he talked very much about really in Burundi we need volunteers, we need humanitarian to come help the Burundians just move. As you know, we are one of the poorest country in the world. So we have been put in a position of developing countries. So here the GDP of per person is so low. Reason why our economy need to be high up so that everybody may have access to, as we used to say, to good life. And I think HRA is becoming now a good opportunity for everybody just who need to contribute something to the well-being of the country, because normally it will not only higher the national economy, it will also contribute to the development of Burundian population, Burundian citizens. So I've heard from that you are working in different departments in agriculture, stock raising, healthcare. That's really an important thing that we need really to consider from today, because we need to start solving problem from the countryside and then come to cities, because people who are living in the countryside, they are really suffering from different problem. They have hunger, they don't, some of them, as I say, they don't have access to education due to lack of money, and others are living the old ages in difficulties. So all of them need to be helped. So I think we should join HRA and contribute, whether it's financially, whether it's about using our energy, whether it's also about bringing to you strategies, new innovation strategies that may help you in the pathway to the successful of your goal. And I think we also have something to contribute. I would invite everybody who is just following this debate to come and join and be part of this history, and they start contributing, whether it's financially, whether it's mentally, just to help our people, our citizens, move from zero to another level. Thank you.
Thanks so much for your recommendation, and thanks so much for your call to the community to join Hope Rising Action or other organizations which work in this area. Mr. Emmanuel, what do you recommend to the population so that we can improve the life or the well-being of the community?
I can say in the world, or particularly in our country, Burundi, we can conclude that everyone needs help. So the reason why I invite everyone to contribute in humanity aid, because wherever you go, you will find that there is someone who needs help. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we finish. Thank you so much for replying our invitation. I believe that even the next time you will be with us is 83. Yeah. Thanks you so much also for being with us this day, and thanks you so much for your good ideas that you give to the community so that you can change the world. I believe that even next time you will be with us, isn't it really?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, thank you so much. We'll see you once again the next time. For the next time, let's be the change we want to see in the world. Also know this: the hand give, the life save. I remind you this: you can follow this video on Ecobus Media on YouTube channel of Ecobus, and I request you to subscribe so that you will see even the next videos about humanitarian action and other problems which the society is undergoing. Thanks so much.